come true.
We are continuing our journey east, and we were originally from Memphis going to head to Nashville, but if we're being honest,
kind of got burned out on the cities.
oh, it's a bit much of cities between Oklahoma City and then Little Rock and then Memphis. They've all been great, but we were just ready to
get back to nature.
Yeah, so nothing against Nashville. We definitely are interested in visiting Nashville and we'll be there eventually one day. We just decided to get off the interstate and
see some country again.
Yeah, so how we decided to do it is kind of interesting. We're members of Harvest Host, which is if you don't know, is a $44 a year membership where you can stay overnight at various participating hosts, which tend to be like breweries, wineries, farms.
Just kind of cool, fun places.
Yeah.
It's an option to a Walmart, is really what it is.
It's an alternative to
a Walmart.
So we got on the Harvest Host website and looked at the map for Tennessee, and there were all kinds of awesome options. So we spent the night in this winery. It is Big Creek Winery, and they're known for their sweet fruit wines. And we're headed today to a distillery.
Yeah, which is a first. We haven't stayed at a distillery yet.
So we're pretty excited about that. So that's where we're headed now. Like I said, a kind of totally different way. We're going to kind of hop each day to a new Harvest Host location and just see what Southern Tennessee has to offer. All right, we made it to Pritchard's Distillery.
Harvest Host number 2.
So this might be an expensive stop for us. That is one interesting thing we have found with the Harvest Host, is that if you're doing it to try to save money, it can be counterproductive. Because
if they have good stuff.
Right, you end up spending money at whatever it is that their specialty is, whether it be beer, wine, liquor, or if it's a farm, you know, whatever produce or whatever they make or grow. So, but, you know, we kind of search those local things out when we're visiting areas anyways.
We'd probably be spending money on that type of thing anyway.
Right.
Actually, probably spend less money by staying here than going out and finding them.
It's questionable. But anyways, yeah, we're excited about this one. They close at 3. We got here about 1, so we've got a couple of hours to do some tastings and see how much trouble we can get into. And it's really cool. It's in an old schoolhouse.
Yeah.
So that makes it really unique. So we're excited. So this is the old gymnasium of this old schoolhouse, and they now use it to store all of their bottles of alcohol.
Alright, so we finished our tour here at the Pritchard Distillery.
It was good.
It was great. They've got some really good rums. They've got some really good like after dinner
liqueurs
that were really good. We had a fudge brownie one that, you know, it's similar to, it's like a cream, it's like a Bailey's.
Right.
Really good.
They make moonshine and whiskey and bourbon. Oh my. It's a great stop. Small distillery, but they sell in like, what, 46 states?
46 states, he said, yep.
Yeah, so you guys should look for it, Pritchard's. We were originally thinking that we were going to stay here one night and move tomorrow to do the Jack Daniel's tour, but the town where the Jack Daniel's distillery is only like 20 minutes away.
It's 12 miles away from here. So.
Yeah, so they said, oh, just stay here 2 nights, go do that tomorrow, and you can leave the next morning. Right. So just so far a really great stop for us, and it's a beautiful setting out in the country. There's a big open mowed field for the dogs to run in. Great
drive getting here.
And tomorrow we hit Jack Daniel's.
Yeah, more drinking.
On a Sunday. That just seems wrong.
We're not alcoholics, I swear.
We are at the Jack Daniel's Distillery.
It's kind of like a amusement park here. Shuttle you in and all kinds of visitor center and cool displays.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell, yeah, Jack Daniel's has made a lot of money over the years because their visitor center and tours and everything are much more commercialized, aka they're not free. Right. They've got, I think, about 5 different tours that you can choose from. We chose one of the less expensive ones.
They range anywhere from $15 to $100.
Mm-hmm. So the one we're doing, I believe, is going to give us a tour of the distillery and explain the process, and then you get to taste their 5 more common
most popular
whiskeys, you know, like the honey and the fire and the original and whatnot. The one right above this one, you get to taste the more specialty.
The selects that are more expensive.
Right. So yeah, it's a pretty cool place for sure. Very pretty, very picturesque.
Yeah, very cute little town it's in too.
Yeah, Lynchburg. Yeah, so let's go do it. So we are standing in front of the underground cave, which is the water source for all
the Jack Daniels ever made.
Yep, from day one when Jack Daniels himself was making it to today. So kind of neat.
Kind of cool. So we're all finished up at the Jack Daniel's Distillery tour, and it was pretty good. I found it very interesting.
Yeah, I agree completely. I think it was worth the $20. I think $20 was a fair price.
And they gave you a free glass at the end. So worth the $20.
TJ gets excited by free things, apparently. Yeah. It is a busy place. They had tours going out every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes, yeah. It was impressive. It really was.
It really honestly was. It's a huge facility. It takes up almost this entire county. Some things that I found interesting that we learned on the tour. Number one, this is and has always been a dry county. Yep. They just find creative ways to get around it. So the tours are educational. The bottles that you buy, you're buying special commemorative bottles that just happen to be filled with whiskey. Right. So that was kind of funny. And also, I found it interesting that they make a lot of the products that they use in the distilling process.
They make their own charcoal that they filter through. They make their own barrels that they age it in.
They've been using the same water from that
the same
spring,
water source,
right? Since day one. So, and this is the original location where Jack Daniel's first started distilling whiskey.
Right.
And they've just stayed here, but obviously grown over the past 100+ years. So, yeah, it was a cool tour. Like we said, it's pretty big and commercialized, but a lot of interesting information. They bring you through all the buildings. We got to record the majority of it. Yeah, there were about 3 buildings that they didn't let us.
There's a few things they were trying to keep secret, I guess, but yeah.
We learned a lot.
Absolutely.
And we got the tasting at the end, and yeah, it was about an hour and a half for $20 a person. And there are other options of tours as well, but I think the one we did was good for beginners like us that don't know much about Jack Daniel's.
Aren't big whiskey drinkers to begin with, and
right.
But yeah, I thought it was great.
Definitely.
We left Pritchard's Distillery this morning, and we are headed to our next harvest host, another free camping spot. This one's gonna be Solace Homestead Farm. Not 100% sure what they do there, but I'm assuming it's farm stuff.
They've got all kinds of cute farm animals. They've got those cows that have like the cute curly furry fur over their eyes.
Yaks?
No, they're not yaks. They're a special kind of cow. Anyways, and they've got goats and sheep and chickens, and they make soaps and do stuff with yarn, and I think they have llamas. It's gonna be awesome.
It sounds like a pretty cool place. People were super nice on the phone, so
yeah,
hopefully it'll all work out.
Another exciting stop.
So this is my new friend Ned. I was walking along and knelt down to pick up a rock, and he found a home up there. I'm hoping he leaves, because that'd be weird for me to live like this. Say hi, Ned.
I agree.
Say hi, Ned.
Well, we made it to Solace Homestead Farm. It is the real deal.
It is real off-the-grid living. It's a impressive feat they've got going on here.
Holy cow, they are totally independent, self-sufficient, running on solar. They have a water collection tank. Yeah. They produce all their own meat. They grow vegetables. They do outsource some things, but they do a lot of it themselves. A
lot of work.
Yeah. So they keep those are alpaca. They've got quite a few alpaca that they shear and use for the wool or fleece. Goats and sheep, which they milk and make cheese out of the sheep milk. Yep. And soaps out of the goat milk. Yep. I think we got that right.
They have ducks, turkeys, chickens. Well, a few chickens.
A few chickens, yeah. They prefer duck eggs to chicken eggs, so they've got...
What are the cows called?
Oh, the cows are Highland cows, which she did say are confused a lot for yaks. So that's why TJ said yaks earlier. But they're a smaller cow that are supposed to produce a
higher grade of beef. And
and they're really cute. I told her, I was like, you probably look at them as a lot of work, but I think they're all really cute. Yeah, so this place is pretty cool. You're definitely out here in the country. I mean, we went a mile down a dirt road, and then their driveway is fairly intimidating, towing a 30-foot trailer, heavy trailer. But we made it, and it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful area, and we're just going to enjoy the country out here. Well, last night was interesting. We had a tornado warning. It was the middle of the night, and one of our dogs, Madly, has storm anxiety. So a storm came up, she woke us up, and like 5 minutes later, TJ's phone lit up with tornado warnings. And that storm got pretty intense, to the point where like I got up and put my jeans on, and we were trying to figure out.
We're making an escape plan or a shelter plan anyway. Exactly.
We were trying to figure out. It kind of might have been the worst possible place to have been in a tornado. If you've seen the movie Twister, that scene where they run into the barn and there's all of these butchering tools. It's sort of like that. Like, they're a Homestead farm. They've got farm equipment just everywhere that would have made perfect projectiles. And there's no, like, block buildings to take shelter in. Like, our plan was they have shipping containers, and we were going to go into a shipping container with the animals if it came down to it. It might have been one of the scariest nights in the trailer for me.
You never like getting a tornado alert on your phone, that's for sure, especially when you're sleeping in a trailer.
That's just it, you know, it's pitch dark, so you're sort of sitting there wondering, well, how much, if this is going to happen, how much warning are we going to get? Are we gonna know before it's right on top of us and it's picking our trailer up and blowing it away? So yeah, needless to say, it was a sleepless night last night. But otherwise, it was a, you know, meh ending to an otherwise really cool Harvest Host stop. Yeah, I mean, really
unexpectedly cool Harvest Host.
Completely different than any other Harvest Host we've ever been to. Really nice stuff, really nice people. But we're moving on today to another winery, another Harvest Host. What an eventful day.
Tennessee parade going on there.
We got off the exit and all the traffic was stopped. And there was a cop out and there were horses on the road. Apparently a couple of miniature ponies decided to escape and go for a joyride. Right, we made it to our next Harvest Host stop. It is the Tennessee Valley Winery. We're just headed in now to do a tasting.
So we're headed out here today from the Tennessee Valley Winery. This is our last Harvest Host spot for a little while.
Yeah, we're headed to a campground today. So this was 4 Harvest Hosts over the period of 5 nights. And I mean, it's been a great way to see southern Tennessee.
And cheap.
Yeah, relatively cheap. I mean, we didn't pay for the camping at all. Of course, we bought products. Right. Of those 5 nights, we had electric hookups 3 of the 5 nights. Now, you can't rely on that with Harvest Host. That's not the norm. But
it's always an added bonus when you get somewhere and they have a plug that they allow you to use.
Yeah,
awesome.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's been a good tour of Southern Tennessee via Harvest Host. Thank you guys so much for
having us.
Yes. It's been a great stay with Harvest Host. We really love when we get a chance to use that Harvest Host membership. They're not all the best experiences, but they're all good experiences.
They're all better than Walmart.
Absolutely. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, give us a thumbs up.
And if you want to keep following along, make sure you subscribe.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.